The snow is falling and the mountains are calling. So today on AYL, we are listening. I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Ria Booth. Want to go to a resort that caters to the extreme snowmobile crowd? Well, come with us because we'll show you where it is. They even give training to newbies.
Finally, how is off-highway use changing in Glen Canyon? And can you have an impact on those changes? Terry Wood has the details.
Own the outdoors with AYL right now.
Okay, here, this is called Boondocking 101. Actually, it's 102 because there are two of us riding. Hello, everybody. Welcome to At Your Leisure. Today, I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Ria Booth. And we are here at Beaver Creek Lodge in Logan Canyon, Utah. And we're right on the Idaho-Utah border.
That's right. It's along Highway 89. And if you've ever driven this way and you're at Bear Lake, you've seen this great, big, pretty lodge sitting right tucked up against the mountain. And that's where we are today. This is probably one of the best winter snowmobile destinations because they specialize in advanced riding.
Right, backcountry stuff. And let me tell you, it's a little lodge, but these guys go real big out here. It's really big. I can't believe what these guys are doing out there in the backcountry.
We're going to show you the experience here, both extreme and not so extreme, and what life is like at the lodge. In fact, it's year-round, and the guy that owns this place, you notice he didn't actually stop to take the time to talk to us because he's too busy riding. We'll meet him a little bit later and find out about this lodge year-round. Right now, though, it's time for us to go to our travel adventure.
Let's go take a look at what Steve Heumann's up to.
Well, thanks, guys. While you are out in the cold, we are out here in a place where it is a cool 70 degrees. Right now, we are outside St. George, Utah. Let me pull those keys out. And we are doing a little bit of jeeping. I'm here with my wife. I get to go out on a lot of adventures, obviously, for the show. And oftentimes she doesn't get to go with me. We decided today that we're going to come out here in the beautiful red rocks and the warm weather. And I was going to show her some of the things that I've experienced in the past and just have a fun day together. And we've decided to have you come along with us. So let's go.
Warner Valley is a red rock paradise with excellent trail access for hikers and off-road enthusiasts. Today we decided to come out with a group of friends and do some 4x4 exploring in this rugged land of history and beauty. Of all of us, I'm the only one to have ever previously visited this area, and it's fun to see people's reaction to not only the scenery, but the contrast of experience from their regular day-to-day.
Considering it's February, I was shocked with how beautiful it is right now. I mean, we're early in the morning, it's nice. The colors are beautiful, it's not too hot, it's awesome.
Our road today is basically one loop, Warner Valley Road. And there are a couple of destinations I want to check out. One is Fort Pierce, a great historic spot I visited on a past trip, and the other is the Dinosaur Raceway, which I've actually never been to. My wife always hears about my adventures, and I told her about this area, and she's wanted to see it. Plus, she has a soft spot for 4x4s.
I really enjoy jeeping. It can be really calm, but then it can also be really bouncy and crazy. It has so many different, it just goes from one extreme to the other. So if you want something mellow, you can have that. And if you want, like a rock crawling thing, the way the gravity kind of hits you, it was something I hadn't really experienced before, and it was a lot of fun. It was just different.
Our first stop is the Dinosaur Raceway. This is just up a side road about a quarter mile, followed by a short 5-minute hike, but it is definitely worth it. There is something about coming into contact with impressions left behind in the sand 100 million years ago that makes you feel both insignificant and hugely important at the same time, like something about you could also be seen in thousands of millennia.
They are actually really defined, and once you see one of them, you start to make out other ones that are in the ground. It's actually kind of cool. You start seeing just how many are there.
It was just fun to think back to that time when they were just roaming and kind of trying to get in the dinosaurs' heads, what were they doing? Where were they going when this footprint was made? Were they chasing prey? Were they just, wandering around?
After the Dinosaur Raceway, we head west toward Fort Pierce, and this is where things get fun in the Jeep. The only problem is that I get to the end of the full-size trail and can't remember how to get over to the south trail I took the last time I was here. By the time I figure it out, we're actually out of time and I can't take the group to see the fort. But on the bright side, everyone had a blast four-wheeling the wash. That's one of the most amazing things about days like today. It isn't necessarily about seeing everything you had planned or covering every inch of side trail. It's really the quality of experience you're having with your friends and family. The smiles on their faces as you climb a hill you were nervous about or find a piece of history you didn't know existed. There's really nothing like it. Today has been one of those days, and all we needed was a vehicle, some fun sights, and some excellent company.
The drive in the Jeep out here, I mean, the road, it had some bumps in it, but you know what? It's been enjoyable. And especially with the scenery we have around here, it's definitely a drive I would like to take again in the future.
It's beautiful. It's really nice to get closer to it because when you're driving down the highway, you just you see it there and you can appreciate it, but actually going down and hiking to see the dinosaur footprints and getting close to it and jeeping just right through the wash, it's right there, right in front of you. It's not something that's obscure and far away.
Well, to get out to the Dinosaur Raceway or to Fort Pierce, it's really easy. You can actually do it from Hurricane or from St. George on the same road, Warner Valley Road. Basically, it's a loop and it goes to both spots and it turns into the dirt road that we've been on for most of our time today. It's a wonderful recreation area and it's not just for Jeeps either. You have plenty of spaces to go dirt biking or to ride ATVs. It really is a recreation gem. I highly suggest you come out here and enjoy it. Well, for At Your Leisure, I'm Stephen Heumann. Now let's head back to Chad and Ria.
That was a great story, Stephen. Well, you're out there crawling on Red Rock. We're out here in this beautiful winter wonderland up here in Beaver Creek, Utah. And I have got myself the professor. This is Brett Rasmussen. Tell me about how you got into snowmobiling. You are like the king of snowmobiles.
That's a long story. Are you sure you have time for that?
You want to give us the Reader's Digest version?
Okay. I started riding sleds when I was 10 years old. I didn't set myself up to be here purposely. But in a way I did. I've been in the snowmobile industry all my life. Now I'm a backcountry ride instructor.
Amazing. So what are you doing here in Beaver Creek? Are you guiding people up here, or how did you get up here?
I have a group here from Russia today, and they booked with me a year ago or so to come engage in a clinic with me. And so this is what I do on a daily basis, is teach people backcountry ride skills.
So Brett, obviously Skidoo, a beautiful machine here, they sponsor you. Do you have any other sponsors?
Yeah, Skidoo is my primary sponsor, and they do an outstanding job with their mountain sleds. Premier product. I enjoy riding and working for them. It's all about going out really and having a good time. This is a sport of fun.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. We want to be dressed appropriately, wear the right amount of safety gear, and go and have fun.
Well, I can't wait to hit the trails. So now we're going to go to a commercial break. Don't go away. And when we come back, there's going to be lots of fun.
Can't get enough of At Your Leisure?
Missed the last episode because you were out playing?
Well, don't worry, because we have you covered.
AYLTV.com is the place to go where you can find full episodes in high definition, all the stories you love, extra info, and extended shows where you can see even more of our outdoor adventures.
Become a fan on Facebook and make it easier to win our weekly AYL vacations and prizes while meeting new outdoor friends.
AYL is everywhere, so join us online at AYLTV.com and on Facebook.
Never be out of touch with AYL again.
Speed, performance, agility, precision. The new Razor 4 XP. Experience the off-road like never before.
At Stedman's Recreation in Tooele, you'll find your best deal on Polaris. Everybody's going to tell you it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's only 30 miles back.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. I was on the back end with Chad on those great snowmobiles, but then he's like, I'm going boondocking, and I said, I'm getting off. I'm actually gonna ride some trail. That's what's so cool about this place at Beaver Creek. It's got beautiful trails, over 300 miles of groomed trails, and then you can go boondocking like that guy. All right, well, don't go anywhere because we are going to go to our Dutch oven segment, and you know who that is. That's right, our Reagan and Bacon Bill. Check this out at the RV show.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. I'm Reagan Ledbetter here with Bacon Bill, and we are making catfish today. I'm so excited. We haven't done fish before.
No, to be precise, we're doing beer battered catfish. This is a wonderful dish, and we're going to be deep fat frying. We're going to start with mixing in the bowl.
Okay.
We've got cornmeal. I want to dump that in.
Sure.
And the flour.
Salt?
Yeah.
Is that good?
To taste. You haven't tasted it yet, have
Well,
you?
no. Pepper?
Yeah.
A little bit. I know I want salt and pepper in there, so how's that?
Okay.
Does that look good?
And let's just set that aside for a minute.
Okay. This man is good too. I saw him, it was a full catfish. Like he went out and caught it and threw it down and gutted it up.
I'm going to break a couple eggs in there.
Okay.
And just discard the shells over. And I'm going to pop the Old Milwaukee, or you can use apple juice, O'Doul's. You can use regular alcoholic beer if you want to stir that. In the meantime, while you're doing that, I will pour that in here.
Okay.
A recipe is just a guide. I like to kind of modify as we go.
Okay.
And,
all right. Well, I'm excited.
You want to just pour that in here?
Okay. So the egg goes into the beer.
Yeah. And then we've got diced onions to go in.
Onions. Good job.
One of the first things we need to do is to put this into the flour mixture.
Okay. Do you want me to just dump that whole thing in there?
No, we're putting these in here.
All right.
And just get those coated. Get our oil going in here.
How deep do you want to fill that up?
Oh, about an inch and a half or so.
Okay.
That'll be fine. Put those in there one at a time.
Okay.
Kind of shake off the stuff because we're going to put them in, flip them over.
This is kind of fun. I mean, like the kids could help you do this too.
Yeah. You know, and if you want to put some other ingredients in there, you can too.
You could make it spicy if you wanted,
oh,
like
yeah.
some cayenne or something if you really liked it spicy.
Red pepper flakes.
113,
so we've got to get up to
118.
350 degrees. The reason why you want it at 350 degrees is because it'll sear it and it won't absorb that much oil. So you got to get it to 350. Catfish is a great fish to eat, even though it's a bottom feeder. I like salmon, your perch, your halibut, those that are more carnivore type.
Right.
That are eating other fish and not so much trash fish.
We also have some killer crab dip with catfish. And you said this is a sauce that can go with a lot of different things.
Right. The recipe doesn't really call for an exact measurement, and we kind of dump as we go.
Some onions,
that was
right?
our minced onions.
And
Let's
celery.
put a little parsley.
I like those spices.
I'll put this on chicken and pork and a lot of different things. It's just a real good standby. Put on your steaks as well too.
So temperature of fish, it's over 180, so we're good, right?
Yeah.
These are good to go.
And you want to cook fish basically until it starts to flake. Does that mean it's good?
That means it's good. All right, Bill, I think this is another one of these amazing recipes. Where do people find your recipes if people want to get your Bacon Bill recipes?
Well, I put a lot of them on Facebook. I'll put the photos on there because I'm doing different recipes every day, sharing them, and I only have about 800 friends.
This is so good. Again, we want to thank Camp Chef for sponsoring this segment because all their nifty, cool tools and stuff make it all taste better, doesn't it? All right, I had fun with you. Now I know a new recipe. More At Your Leisure when we come back.
The 2014 Ski-Doo Summit, featuring the T-Motion suspension and Flex Edge track. The suspension flexes. The track bends. Mountains break. T-Motion and Flex Edge for a more responsive and agile ride. It's technology you'll only find on Ski-Doo sleds. The 2014 Ski-Doo Summit.
When you get off the trail or get off the lake, you want a clean place to come back to. When you come back to the Hilton Garden Inn, we take care of you. We've got quite a bit of luxuries that I love here. The office lounge is a great place to have dinner, have a cocktail if that fancies you, and you can just sit down and relax. If you need to get to the trails, our front desk agents are amazing. They already have the maps printed out for you so you don't get lost wherever you're going, to make sure that you have a comfortable, clean environment with very helpful, friendly people.
When you made it through your busy week, it's time to rest and unwind. There's one thing that we can all agree, a getaway works every time. You're headed to the country. Enjoy the comforts of your city living at Ray City RV.
Well, welcome back here at your leisure. Well, I'm out on the trails. It's gorgeous out here, and look what I found stuffed in the snow, boondocking.
Boondocking's fun.
Hey, Chad, you know what? I think you need to stick with me. Brian, here comes Brian. Woohoo, let's go.
All right.
All right, we're gonna check out these trails and see what this Beaver Creek is really all about.
Go.
Let's go. Well, Chad, we've had the 3 E's today.
The 3 E's?
Yeah, easy,
yeah,
extreme, and everything in between.
Yeah.
Hasn't this been awesome?
It has. Thanks, by the way, for picking me out of the snowbank.
Oh, my pleasure, partner.
Well, listen, right now we're going to talk about something that's not quite so easy. If you'd like to go to Lake Powell, there have been 2 ways to get basically on the lake. You can go to a launch ramp and take off with your boat. That's not the problem. The other way is the drive-in access, because there are roads that go to different remote places around the lake. And right now, that transportation plan is under review by the National Park Service. And some of the alternatives may substantially close all of them, or at least many of them. And you have a chance to make a difference in that outcome. Check out this story.
Lake Powell and the Glen Canyon National Recreation Area. They're jewels in the Western Adventure crown. Blue water, red rocks, and a landscape so alien it's often used in Hollywood blockbusters. Off-road adventures here are second to none, if you're looking for something out of the ordinary. But that could change over the next few years as newly proposed plans will shape the face of recreation in the area. The good thing, though, is the public gets a say in what these final plans look like.
We are currently looking at a draft environmental impact statement for an off-road vehicle management plan. It is in a comment phase. We're accepting public comments through March 4th. It's a 60-day comment period, and we'll use those comments to adjust the alternatives and try to get towards a decision on this particular issue. And we need to construct something more permanent, perhaps improve the accessibility, and perhaps even connect with trails on the Navajo Nation.
This process actually began 6 years ago in response to a lawsuit that claimed the National Park Service was not properly managing off-highway vehicles on their lands. That put into motion the current resource discussions across the park system. 5 plans are open to public comment, ranging from completely shutting off all motorized access to one that expands trails.
By allowing OHVs and street legal ATVs into this area, there's a lot of loop opportunities that are opened up. Push for alternative C. That's the one that you want to get these loop opportunities, and that's the one that's going to do you the most good.
Comments can be submitted by mail or online at the web address on your screen, parkplanning.nps.gov/GLCA ORV plan. The Park Service is looking for opinions that can actually be applied on the ground in Glen Canyon, what they call substantive comments.
Well, a substantive comment means something that we can actually respond to. Something that's very broad in nature, that is kind of vague perhaps in concept, are not as useful to us as, for instance, I use this part of the National Recreation Area and this plan will impede my use. Or I like the way you have set this up, and perhaps you might want to consider that.
Comments must be made on or before March 4th, 2014. It's advised that recreationists of all types take time to look at the 5 alternatives and make your remarks as clear as possible.
People are always wondering, why their favorite area gets closed up, or how it happened, or why they didn't know about it. And now it is, and then everybody's upset about it. This is one of those opportunities where you can make a comment and let your voice be heard.
We have a mandate to provide for recreational opportunities, but we also need to balance that with preserving the resources that are under the stewardship of the National Park Service there. So it's a balancing act, and we're hoping we hit the mark. If we did not, we want to hear what folks say about that.
So get on the website and make your comments. Hopefully things will work out.
Those comments could mean the difference between an open trail or a closed access sign. From the Trailhead, I'm Terry Wood.
Our Trailhead segment today is sponsored by Rocky Mountain ATV MC. That's that great place where you can order all kinds of accessories for your ATV or your motorcycles, and they'll ship it right to your door. Just go to the RockyMountainATVMC.com website, and you can take a look at it there.
Remember, after they've made a decision and they've closed the roads and trails, that's not the time to complain, because by then it's legally too late. Get involved now. Brian, how the heck are you?
Doing very well. How are you, Chad?
All right. Brian and I go back as long as At Your Leisure goes back, and then some from the Utah Trail.
We do.
Boy, you've been at this lodge business for a while, haven't you?
21 years now.
Yeah. I remember in the early days you were excited when you had visitors come from like Minnesota or Kansas or Oklahoma. Where are they coming from now?
We get them from all over the world, which surprises the heck out of me. Just in the last 3 weeks, we've had people from Norway, from Russia, from Iceland, from Australia, from Peru, and this is their destination. They want to come and experience snowmobiling at its best, and we have that to offer here. We have the top-of-the-line equipment. We buy a brand new fleet of snowmobiles every year. You can go self-guided or guided. There's just lots of different options here.
A lot of people look at Utah and they kind of forget the north part of the state, and they get focused on everything else.
Utah ends at North Temple. That's not true. We're right on the Utah-Idaho border in Logan Canyon. We have the best snowmobile in the state of Utah right here.
Brian, thanks so much. I can smell the food cooking. So we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll find out about our contest winner and what the bill of fare is in the restaurant below.
Lord of Snow, I have traveled for many weeks. I have come with a question. Where can I find the greatest snow?
Ah, you've asked the right question. He will show you the way.
What?
Do you want to find the greatest snow? No need to travel for weeks. Look no further than Cedar City and Bryan Head for your access to adventure. Follow Ular to Cedar City, Bryan Head, and discover a playground of mythic proportions.
service really means? Come to Triple S Polaris. Service to the power of 3.
Public lands are a part of our American heritage. They define us in ways that go beyond just our need to explore and our drive to see past the horizon. As these lands are closed and public access limited, the toll is greater than just a few miles of trail gone or an inaccessible overlook. The price is our American lifestyle itself. The Blue Ribbon Coalition fights to make sure that doesn't happen. The Blue Ribbon Coalition is there to make a stand. Join us in the battle. BlueRibbonCoalition.org. We fight for access.
And Real Beaver Creek is underway.
Oh, Chad, I hope you know I'm really good at this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna clean it.
No, it came back.
No, I think we're filming.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are here at Beaver Creek Lodge. I'm just going to sit on this soccer ball.
Yeah,
I'm not going to get trashed here. We are here at Beaver Creek Lodge. We've got a great day today. You know, if you come to stay for a weekend and the evening comes or you're done snowmobiling, they've got a great area to hang out in. You can come up and play cards, you can play foosball, which Ria is a champion. So they didn't let her have TV growing up with her 11 brothers and sisters. They just had one of these. That's all they had, right?
This was dessert. It was right after dinner. Boom.
Well, we've got dessert for somebody.
I know.
Well, at least something that he can make dessert.
That's right.
It is our weekly winner. Who are we going to give the prize to this week?
Well, Chad, our winner is Paulette Mitchell-Webster, who sent in a photo of her AYL sticker proudly displayed on their fancy farm equipment. Call us, Paulette, at 801-947-8888 to claim your new American Trails bag, perfect for all outdoor gear. We also need to announce the winner of our Pinewoods Resort Vacation from Facebook. Jan Anderson, you are our winner.
Yay!
Call us this week, too, and claim your vacation.
Anyway, right now we're going to move from here, and I'm getting ready to play the game again, just fair warning, to next week's show. Take a look at this.
The West is a big place, and next week we're showing you a new section and some new adventure. Join me, Stephen Heumann, as I boulder a land you've probably never visited, but you'll definitely want to. Then we'll take a look at the first ATV Jamboree of the year, and Rhys Stein finds hardcore sportsmen sticking it out in the cold, all in the name of catching that next fish.
Well, we're ending up our day in the right place to be, and that's here at the restaurant. Got a note for you, though. A calendar of events. We almost forgot to tell you about it. Upcoming, the 12th through the 15th, down in Hurricane, Utah. It's the annual Tri-State OHV Jamboree. Friday and Saturday, Ria and I will be there. If you've not registered, hurry, because your space is almost gone. Sign up, get down there, come ride with us. It'll be a lot of fun.
And it'll be warm, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
From snow to heat.
Right. And you know, after every snowmobiling trip, what are you looking forward to? Food. I know I am, at the end of the day. And this place, their food is outstanding up here.
The whole place makes a perfect little vacation for people to get away. You know, winter, summer, it's a great place to go.
That's right. So check them out on the net, beavercreeklodge.com. You can check it out, make your reservations, and you won't be sorry.
That's true. Now, it's time for us to go. We've got to get on. The snow is kind of letting up. There's a nice layer of powder out there. But between now and the next time we get back together, make sure that you get out with your family and friends. Enjoy the great outdoors at your leisure.
Let's eat.
And a list of meetings at the Glen Canyon. Okay, one more time.